In last class, I explained that is section C in staffing chapter. Today, I'm going to explain you that is section D in staffing chapter. That is this section D questions we can expect for 8 marks questions in the examination. Totally in section D, we have that 4 questions. First question, explain the stages in staffing process. Second question, describe the steps involved in selection process. And next one, state that or explain that 4 off the job method of training and 4 on the job method of training. And last question, we have that what are the benefit of training and development to that organization and to the employees. Let us learn the first 8 marks question in the staffing chapter. Explain the stages in the staffing process. In this class, I am going to explain you that only the 2 questions. Remaining 2 questions I will explain you in the next class. When the 8 marks question, when you are attending or when you are writing a 8 marks question, they have that some format. That is, first you have to write it, introduction, second explanation, and finally you have to supposed to write conclusion. In a way that in this format only you have to write. If you write like this, you will get a very good marks, that is out of what, that is 8 marks. Coming to the staffing process. In staffing process, first we have to write introduction. It refers to the process of putting the right person to the right job. It is called staffing. Let us learn that explanation. The first one, estimating the manpower requirement. Second one, recruitment. Third one, selection. Fourth one, placement and orientation. And fifth one, training and development. Sixth one, performance appraisal. And next one, promotion and career planning. And last one, that is 8th one, compensation. Let us learn in detail each and every point. First one, estimating the manpower requirement. That means in staffing process, you are decided to start a business in planning. You are arranging all the resources in organizing function. In staffing function, you are going to appointing that human resources to operate that machines. Here, in organization, we have the different department, like example, sales department, production department, advertisement department. For all the department, you have to require human resources to perform that human resources. That means here that manager has to estimate that what is the kinds of job they have that vacancies and what is the number of staff is needed for the organization, and they have to keep that information. They have to provide infrastructure and demand technology, etc. That means in simple, estimating the manpower requirement is nothing but deciding the kinds of staff and kinds of number of staff needed for the organization. Suppose example, in production department they have the vacancies of 2 vacancies. In sales department 3 vacancies. They have to keep it in mind. In production department, that is kinds of staff, production and sales department, number of staff required, totally 5 staff is needed for the organization. That is called estimating the manpower requirement. Second one, recruitment. Recruitment, after you have decided that number of staff is needed, that is 5. This 5 you have to give an advertisement with using of newspaper. And also in recruitment process, the company or organization has to encourage to them the candidate. They have to apply for the job in the organization. What they have mentioned the qualification that also should match for the job. Understood? It is called recruitment. That means encouraging the candidate to apply for the job in the organization. And next process is selection. Selection is the process of choosing from among the pool of prospective job candidate developed at the stage of recruitment. That means Many of the candidates they have applied for the job, that is total vacancy is a 5 but applied by 100. That means the manager or a human resources manager, they have to recruit that, or they have to select the best candidate to the job. Understood? Remaining they have to eliminate. That means they have to eliminate that 95 candidate. They have to select that only the 5 candidates to the organization to perform that particular job in the organization. Next one, placement and orientation. That means after selecting of an candidate, that is 5 people they have recruited, 5 people they have selected to the organization from for that candidate. After them they have become a employee to the organization. For that employee, the organization has to tell that which or what job has to perform. This is called placement. And coming to that orientation, that means they have to give an introduction, or they have to give a information, or they have to introduce that selected employee to the existing employee. Along with they have to tell the what are the rules and regulations they are following in a organization. It is called orientation. And next, coming to that, training and development. Training and development. Training is refers to that process of learning of new skill. That means the new employee, if directly he will go for at the plant level or production, it is a very difficult, because he should acquire some knowledge. He should know that what he has to work, or how he has to work, or in which method he has to work. That is the reason the training which gives a knowledge how the candidate or employee has to work in a organization. Development means the manager has to provide this platform, various conferences or seminars, and he has to teach and he has to tell more about that information regarding to that a particular department. He has to give opportunities to employee grow. That means the manager has to give an opportunity to the candidate or employee. He has to get a promotion. It is called development. Next is performance appraisal. That means evaluating of an employee current and past performance as against certain predetermined standards. That means performance appraisal is nothing but they are going to evaluating the employee present performance with the past performance. If they have that the employee is given a best performance, they are getting a reward, even if that monetary reward or non-monetary reward. Next one, promotion and career planning. That means it refers to that being a place, position, increased responsibility. That means after the performance evaluation, the employee is a very good, is giving a very good performance in the organization, the company will ready to give a promotion to the higher positions. Understood? It is called promotion. With that, it can increases its salary, responsibility and status. It is called promotion and career planning. Next one, compensation. What that employee is giving is services to the organization has to give return, call it as salary or wages, and also commission, bonus and indirect payments like employer paid insurance and vacations. This all that call compensation. This is all that point is explained, that is stages in the staffing process. Next we'll learn that describe the steps involved in the selection process. I already explained that is before attending 8 marks you have to write introduction. Here that selection is the process of choosing from among the pool of prospective job candidate developed at the stage of recruitment. And here first one, preliminary screening. Preliminary screening, that means the candidate they have applied for the job various position in the organization. Based on the qualification they are going to eliminate. They have the vacancies of account or accounts job. Only it requires that BCom, but BSc or other courses candidate they have applied. That is the reason the company what they will do, they will eliminate that unfit job seekers based on that information what the candidate has given that in the application forums. And after that, selected candidate are those who are fit for the job. That candidate has to taken that next selection test. In selection test, we have that 5 selection tests, mainly intelligence test, aptitude test, personality test, trade test, and interest test. These are the 5 tests. Already I have explained in the 4 marks. Intelligence test means they are going to checking that IQ level of a candidate. Aptitude test, whether the candidate is able to learn the new skill, that means learning of new skill, it is called aptitude test. Next, coming to the personality test, that means here they are going to checking that whether the person's emotions, maturity and value system, etc. Trade test is something but they are going to measuring that present knowledge about that in particular area of profession, it is called trade test. Next, coming to that employee interview. After selecting a candidate, they have to undergo with the interview. Interview is a formal in-depth conversation conducted to evaluate applicant suitability for the job. That means there are the 2 persons, one is employer, another one candidate. If the employee will going to ask some questions regarding to his personal or regarding to his profession, the candidate has to be able to answer for those questions. After satisfying that employer, he will going to select a candidate. And after that employment interview, the candidate has to undergo reference and background check. The company will going to checking that background of a candidate, whether that he has doing that offense or he is involved in illegal activities. He has to check. That means the company will going to check this information because of what he has given the in application details, application form, whether it is a true or what. That is the reason the reference and background check they are going to taking. After completing that reference and background check, next if they have satisfied, next they are going to selecting of an candidate in the selection decision. Whether the candidate has been selected or what, that decision has to taken in the selection decision. After the candidate has selected, they are going to conducting a medical examination. That means the employee should undergo with some medical examination, because they are going to checking whether the candidate or an employee is able to work more hours or physically or mentally is fit to work. That is the reason they are going to conducting this medical examination. Next one, job offer. Job offer is made through a letter of appointment. Confirm is acceptance. That means they are going to offering a job through the giving of letter of appointment. Appointment letter is nothing but it includes all the details regarding to that, what is a job description, what is the salary, what is the deduction, and on which date you have to report to that organization, and what are the rules and regulations you have to follow in the organization. It is called letter of appointment. And next one, contract of employment. That means in this contract of employment, all the rules and regulation, what is the facilities given in the organization, on what is a monetary return or what is a bonus they are going to provide, all the details it is included in the contract of employment. This is all regarding to that 8 marks, question number 1 and question number 2. In the next class, I'll going to explain you that is question number 3 and question number 4.